All right, gang, it's time for tobacco. What an awesome note this is. It's deep, smoky, and sweet. And I find this to be perfect fall note. I love wearing tobacco fragrances, especially in the fall. And I find this to be the ultimate gentleman's note for fall. So this is part of my top 10 autumn notes deep dive video. And I've decided to take all of the sections from that video and create individual videos. So all of the notes have become individual videos. In case you don't want to watch a 2-hour plus video, you can catch the individual notes as separate videos, like today's video, which is focused on tobacco. And we did several videos before this, and we've got one more coming after this. So if you love tobacco, definitely stick around for the fragrances. Yes, tobacco is one of my all-time favorite notes. I love tobacco, but let me know your thoughts on tobacco. Do you consider it an awesome autumn note, or do you think it's more of a winter note, or you don't think it's either of those seasons? What do you think? Add a comment below. But tobacco, is it because I grew up with a cigarette smoker? My dad was a smoker, but he smoked more cigars, but usually with his buddies and things. So I think because he also did whiskey with cigars, maybe I like boozy and cigarette tobacco fragrances. I don't smoke myself. I do drink booze, but I love the smell of cigarettes, cigarette smoke, pipes, cigars, and things like that. That's why I love tobacco and fragrances. One of my favorite notes, as you are aware. By the way, there is a video on the channel of my top 10 notes. If you haven't caught that video, go catch it. It's not a seasonal focus top 10 notes video, but it's top 10 notes in general. So go catch that video. Tobacco is on that list. There might be different fragrances though. We're going to start off first with Smoking Hot from the house of Kilian. So I think this Smoking Hot is created by the same perfumer as this fragrance. I could be wrong. I know Matthew Nardin has created fragrances for Kilian. I think he created L'Or Vert, but I think he also created Smoking Hot, if I'm not mistaken. I do like the kind of fragrances this perfumer creates. He's with MANE, the company called Man. I think I get his touch here. Oh man, it's good. This is so good. But you know what? This one also has apples, which could have gone to the apple category, but so yum. Oh my God. To me, it smells like Thanksgiving dessert with booze in it, but somebody smoking a cigarette or something. It's kind of like a hookah, like a shisha, giving me those kind of vibes, but the apple in this is so yum. So yum. So it's fruity. It brightens the fragrance, even though we're talking about darker notes, more denser notes. That apple kind of, the juicy, that's quite juicy to me, brightens things up, makes it much more balanced rather than one-sided with the darkness. And even though I don't think like tobacco fragrances go extremely dark, but here the fact that there's the apples, it's so bright. It's kind of a bright take on a boozy kind of tobacco fragrance. So I don't think this personally has any boozy notes as a note breakdown, but I get booziness from it, even though it's like, I think it's a tobacco focused fragrance. And I think what's giving me the booziness is the apples in here. It's so yum. There's also something that's giving me scent memories, and I haven't been able to figure out what those scent memories are. For sure, I get it here. I don't know why, but I do. But yum. I've got 3 Kilian fragrances in this video. I must be really into Kilian again. I don't like everything from Kilian, but I do like their boozy and, gourmand take on fragrances. But the next fragrance going to the house of Plume Impression, it's Royal Bourbon. Royal Bourbon, definitely my favorite from the house. I like the tobacco. There's also booze in here. And for some reason, tobacco and booze together, what a lovely combo, right? Don't you think? This also has cinnamon. This could have gone into the cinnamon category. It's got a lot of different things that I really, really love. It's a super delicious offering from this house. Definitely my favorite for sure. It's warm, it's spicy, it's boozy, it's tobacco-ish. It's a bit smoky, but very gourmand. There's a sticky caramelly side about it. And of course, ambery. They did such a great job on this fragrance. I think it's an awesome release. I think this is number 1 for me from this house. Myrrh d'été is number 2. Are you guys familiar with Myrrh d'été? It's a green fig fragrance. It's fruity, but it's mostly green side of the fig, created by Quentin Biche. I can't remember who created the Royal Bourbon, but boy, it's super caramelly to me today. There's a real sticky quality about it. Man, it's good. So good. I'm almost getting butterscotch today. I don't know what has happened to this fragrance, but it's kind of gotten strong. It's quite like butterscotch, like caramel chunks. Yum. I've never experienced so much sticky caramelly quality with that. I wonder if it's because it's been sitting and aging in the bottle. But the next tobacco fragrance, of course, is Tobacco Vanille, one of my favorites for a long time. This used to be my favorite Thanksgiving fragrance to wear for a long time. I did it for many years. Got lots of compliments from family. I have slowed down with wearing this, but I still think it's a really awesome offering. I was hoping that they would come up with a Parfum or Extreme, something like that with this fragrance. Maybe it's a popular fragrance, but it's not as popular as some of the other fragrances. That's why they haven't done any flankers of this one. But to me, it's so warm and spicy, vanillic and smoky. Plus, it's got zing and spice to it. I think there's like cloves. There might even be a little bit of ginger in there, slightly cacao, but in the dry down, woody, and of course ambery as well. It's such a lovely made fragrance. One of my number one favorite private blend creation fragrances from Tom Ford. And I keep praying and hoping that they would come out with a flanker of this, change it up a little bit, you know, make something different with it. Leave this one because everybody loves it, but maybe do a flanker, maybe add some notes to it, because to me it's a dry fragrance, so I could appreciate maybe they threw in a little bit of a creamy lactonic quality, but all on its own it's quite good. Super good. Let me know if you're a fan of Tobacco Vanille. It's a popular fragrance. For sure, it's very popular. Tobacco Vanille and this next fragrance, Tabac Exquis from Caron, are kind of similar ideas, but whereas Tobacco Vanille is vanilla, Tabac Exquis is cacao and chocolate. Both of them are super sexy to me. Only wish I have with Tabac Exquis is I wish it was a bit stronger, but as a smell, it's kind of orgasmic. Tabac Exquis acts a bit smokier than Tobacco Vanille, but my God, it's good. The chocolate and cacao. I think it's more cacao than chocolate because there is a dusty, dry quality about this. There's also warm spices. I think there's cinnamon in this. So again, it's kind of a similar idea to Tobacco Vanille. It's just the vanilla is replaced with a lot of cacao and chocolate, but works somewhat similarly and very addicting. You know, it's like you smell it and you want to smell it more. You want to smell it more because you love the smell. It smells so good. So good. Give me more kind of a thing. Caron had a in-house perfumer, Jean-Jacques. Recently, he had left, and I think they are now working with Louise Turner, which is what I read on their Instagram, I heard. Louise Turner, I was actually at Printemps in Paris. On the first floor upstairs, there's a Caron boutique, and the associate there told me that Jean-Jacques is no longer working there. It's Louise Turner, and Louise Turner is a Givaudan perfumer. So they have a new perfumer, but they haven't launched anything with her yet. Let's see what's going to happen with the brand. But for me, one of the best things from that brand for a long time is Tabac Exquis. If you want to find out more about Tabac Exquis, go catch my video. I actually have a video on Tabac Noir and Tabac Blonde as well. There's one more Tabac fragrance that I need to get called Tabac Blanc. And once I do, I can review that and maybe do a video on all 4 of the tobacco fragrances from Caron. But if you guys don't know about Caron, they are known for Caron's Pour un Homme de Caron. Been a classic men's fragrance with lavender. It's a fragrance my dad wore, and I've been a fan of it for a long time as well. But that's kind of what they're known for. But they're also known for Tabac Blonde, which is probably their first tobacco fragrance. And of course, now they have a bunch of different tobacco fragrances, and they don't smell alike, by the way. The tobacco fragrances, there's inspirations might be similar, but they're not. But also Tabac Blonde is more of I believe it was more of a leather fragrance. I did a video on it. Go catch that video on that. But the last tobacco fragrance I'm going to talk to you about is from the house of Serge Lutens. It's Fumerie Turque. I'm so glad I bought this fragrance within the last year. I actually had a bottle of this bought around 2013 in Paris in the bell jar. I ran out of it, and I stopped buying it for a long time, and I guess they moved it from the bell jar into these tall bottles. This is one of the best tobacco fragrances. To me, it's musky. It's got a bit of the muskiness that's in Sadonaso, and also kind of leafy tobacco. This is not smoky whatsoever. It's so freaking sexy. I love that. I love that. So different than any of the other fragrances that I've spoken about today with the tobacco. but so awesome. I love that muskiness, and it's not that animalic to me. Like, I get a muskiness like I do with Sadonaso. Not as intense as Sadonaso, but underlying muskiness that I find to be super sexy. But there's a spiciness there, slight warmth and vanillic touches there, but definitely not smoky. Like, there's no burned ashy tobacco. It's more leafy, and it's like its raw, dry form of the tobacco leaf. It's so good. Oh man, you guys. If you haven't tried Fumerie Turque, please do. So that's tobacco for you. Classy, timeless, and endlessly wearable in cooler weather, especially in autumn season. Do you have a favorite tobacco fragrance? Let me know what it is. Do add a comment below and let me know your favorite one that I mentioned today in the video. Let me know which one you like the most. If you haven't tried them, which do you feel like testing out first? Add a comment below. And please don't miss out the finale, the last video in the series. And I'm going to be talking about vanilla. Definitely one of my all-time favorite notes. So don't miss that one.